There's no cavalry coming over the hill. We're it. We're it. It's down to you and me. And from the moment of Jesus' resurrection, where he commissioned those first disciples and sent them out, he told them, go in all the world, preach the good news, make disciples, baptize in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and I'll be with you always. Our mission hasn't changed. Our job description hasn't changed. Generation by generation, the baton of faith has been passed on, generation to generation to generation, all around the world. People that you and I have never met. We don't know their names. They're just part of history now. But they've passed the baton of faith on, generation after generation, living lives of trusting and obeying, passing on the baton of faith, passing on the baton of faith. And now here we are, in the year 2023, soon to be 2024. And it's our watch, it's our turn. It's our job to keep fulfilling that great commission of Jesus till he comes again. And in order for that to happen, it requires everyone to play their part, everyone to be involved, everyone to use their gifts. And I want to encourage you in that idea this morning. But it also requires real trust and real obedience. Obedience is not a word that we talk much about in our world. In our secular world, the idea of obedience is anathema. Nobody wants to talk about that word. Obedience? Nobody tells me what to do. Nobody tells me what to do. I'm my own person. I do whatever I want. I don't listen to anybody else. Authority, that's not a thing. Nobody in our world wants to talk about obedience. But it's funny, even in the church, we kind of let ourselves off the hook a bit. Do you ever let yourself off the hook a little bit? Come on, be honest, people of Monaghan. You think, obedience, that's one of those words. In fact, you might even be sitting in church today and say, really, Steve, I was having quite a nice time until you got up and started talking about obedience. But it is vital. In John chapter 14, Jesus says, anyone who loves me will obey my teaching. There's that obedience word. If you love me, you're going to obey my teaching. And it was John H. Sammis in 1887 who penned the words of that little hymn that we just wrote. Came up with that great line, and I think it's a true line. There's no other way to be happy in Jesus. There's no other way but to trust and obey.